I have 37 boxes of Gold Series left if you guys are interested in picking these up. I cannot ship internationally on these, but they are available right now. Free shipping. Make sure you pick all the right options and you'll get them. Check out $126 a piece. I will leave a link down below for you guys. Now let's go take a look at somebody spending $5,000 on Ecclesia. Yeah, I kid you not. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out, subscribe, and don't be like one of the 33.8% of you. Come on, we're 2,000 away from hitting 100K. So El Dorado arrives, and Small World soars on the secondary market. TCG Player Finance coming out of Friday this week. I wanted to talk about the top spiking cards this week, and this will tie into some of the meta relevancy stuff here. So Dark Roll No More coming in and rising on price. We've kind of been seeing this has been a huge tech card across the format here, being the board breaker capabilities of this insane monster. All right, like this card is nuts. All right, and I mean, it is effectively a discount Forbidden Droplet that he's going to cost you what, like $8 out of the structure deck at lowest rarity at that point. So ladies and gentlemen, the board breaker of board breakers here. You don't have to spend $100 and some behind Forbidden Droplets to get that same result here. But yeah, just strictly now as a metagame turning point card for the format to make sure that you're able to do what you need to do. Check. No reason or no wonder why it went up. Sword Soul Emergence actually being a power card out of this week. Now this doesn't surprise me either. Sword Soul just kind of entered into the market here. We're starting to see the influx of the value that was generated off this. I mean, the card literally is a generic Rhoda for anything worm as long as you have that Synchro monster on your field. All right, if not, it's just a basic Sword Soul Searcher. But when you have two levels of searchability built into the same card, it's no wonder why things like this would go up in value. Coming in at number 9 this week, searchability and the heart of the deck. I mean, to be fair, it's an ultra rare coming in at $10. Doesn't surprise me at all. So, I mean, I'm glad they made this at least an ultra, because if this would have been a secret, you've already seen how else the rest of the deck has gone with those $65 Moes, and it's not a very fun time out here. So yeah, the Rhoda coming in at number 9. Nope. Evil Twins down here coming in at number 8. Now, everybody else had already had their Evil Twin cores at this point in time, just merely needed to pick up some Evil Twin Trouble Sunnies and kind of pick them up. The deck has kind of failed, in my opinion, to kind of catch that competitive audience. It's not to say that it's not floating around in Tier 2, because it definitely is a Tier 2 competitor at this point in time, whether or not, it's for the board-breaking boards that it does. But to be truthfully honest with you, the deck is something that you need to be aware of. All right, and it has had a couple of remote dual qualifiers kind of pop up, but nothing too consistent at this point in time. So I would say keep an eye on this. They're down to what, like $7.50, $8 at this point in time. And for everybody else who just wanted to upgrade their already established decks, it's not going to hurt you to pick that up and make sure that you're good to go in that front. All right, spending a couple extra dollars isn't going to hurt you whatsoever. It's what, like $24? All right, next up down here was Sword Soul Changying. So, for whatever reason, this coming in at number 7 doesn't surprise me at all. And the fact that it's the level 10 Synchro that you basically gets the huge 100 power up based off everything that's already banished, but it's just an answer to it gives a non-targeting spot removal, so you can do what you need to do with it. But I kind of feel, in terms of like the rest of the archetype, this card kind of sucks, but it's locked behind what, a $2 price tag at this point in time, and that shouldn't hurt you whatsoever. It's also a generic level 10, by the way. I think it's where like its selling point is $2, and it's generic. Okay, but for the most part, yeah, I don't hardly ever make this. It's just kind of one of those resources that you can kind of make to have for the additional graveyard disruption to mess with the opponent's strategies at the end of the day. Hey, more utility is not a bad thing. Number 6 down here is Fusion Destiny. Anybody surprised about this one? They're back up to $16, I see, as I'm making this video. This entire engine, everybody that had the chance to get the knowledge to stay ahead of the curve here knew that this was coming for ages. All right, Dashers have continued to be on the fact that Dasher didn't get reprinted here says a lot about the current situation amongst the market. But that's neither here nor there. So unfortunately, because of these rapid swings in the market and like players wanting to pick up the Celestial, the Dasher package here, and what is this, like $50 for these, another $10, $12 on $60, plus you got to pick up a Destroy Phoenix Force. That little package is probably going to run you $160, $170, and at that point in time, it's not looking too inviting to the average eye at that point. So no real surprise there. Ulti Dashes are a solid $200 now. Next up is Destiny Hero Denier. So it's a $7, just kidding, it coming in number 5, it's 43 cents at this point. Every hero player out there that just wanted to be able to pick up, get some recyclability from Malicious, had the chance to do so. And, I mean, supers that are cheap are a lot more appealing to the average player than I think a lot of people kind of give credit for to these types of cards. So, can I say that I'm not surprised to see Denier coming at that cheap price points, ladies and gentlemen? Very, very, very entertaining. Number 4 here is actually Long Yoon here. Down a tick from number 3 last week is Sword Soul Long Yoon. It's just, it starts combos, extends, and it inflicts 1200 damage to the opponent. Now, I do want to ask you guys this question. How many regionals do you think you're going to go to here in the near future here? And this stupid $3 card is going to just ping you in time, and you're going to pick up your cards in massive frustration, and you're not going to be able to do anything about it. That's the current situation we're kind of looking at right now with Long Yoon. The burn time effect that this card has built into it, I mean, plus this in the Rota, I mean, doesn't surprise me whatsoever. All right, yay, I can't wait to lose in time at regionals because this guy exists. Next up here at number 3, Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. Can we just appreciate the fact that these are like $86 at this point in time, and this was the 3rd highest best-selling card out of last week? You're looking at probably 2,000 to 3,000 copies of these exchanging hands. Let's do some very quick math here, just to kind of take a look here. 3,000 copies exchanging hands is $258,000. That's the potential you're kind of looking for with these large amounts of Destroy Phoenix Enforcers shifting hands. And you're probably like, do that many exist on the market? You would be surprised, ladies and gentlemen. Just wanted to let that sink in there. That doesn't surprise me whatsoever, actually. Now, this one is very interesting. Yes, Incredible Ecclesia came out of nowhere this week as players and investors seemed to gain more confidence in Sword Souls and started looking forward to Structure Deck Albaz Strike. Well, if we're not reprinting Ecclesia in the Structure Deck, so as much as the top 10 is based off of unique purchases, which means one buy and 100 copies of a card is counted as just one purchase, same as someone buying one copy. We did see people talking about positions on this card, though. Check out the snippet of the action on Wednesday. This is somebody. $61, $65, $65, $70, $60. Either someone wanted to make a $5,000 bet, or their closest 24 friends all wanted to take Sword Souls to the YCS for 1 or 2 here. Why would somebody want to go to this point and just punch out this much for Sword Soul, ladies and gentlemen? $5,000 in just large quantities here for these. That's freaking hilarious to me. Number 1, best selling of the week here is Sword Soul. It's got a market price at $30 at this point. We've kind of been keeping an eye on Small World here, and this card has been going up over time. It's not that like this card has like a crazy explosive effect on the metagame right now. It's just, it's a generic searcher that Rogue is kind of looking at right now, and it's got players turning their heads going, oh, that's kind of unique. And on a -1 that can tutor any particular card out of your deck, it's kind of something that you might need to consider giving an option to at this point. And I think it's kind of one of the things, like, especially something like Medolchase from the regional qualifiers here, things you need to look at. What else was at the top here? Okay. As regional lists start to roll out, this is one everyone's going to keep an eye on. That's true. All right. Looking past the top 10, we had Zeus is still huge. That doesn't surprise me, coming in at number 11. Surgeon Lyricalist and Flunderies had Apex Avion at number 12. Alright, that doesn't surprise me. Masquerade the Blazing Dragon is starting to become more popular. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. It was number 13 this past weekend, so don't get caught off guard with the tables of that. Rabina was number 14. Wow. And Sword Soul of Tai was number 15 this week. That's actually kind of interesting. Huh. That kind of wraps up the little hemisphere of what's going on today. $5,000 in Ecclesias, by the way. Guys, make sure you smash the love and grab that subscribe so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. I'll see your beautiful faces back here later on in the day for some more cool ass content. Peace out, guys. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out Vanquill40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by Vanquill40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out imquillgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.